It's cold out tonight, but it's colder inside as I let my feet lead me through the crowd. Is this the end of the line? Did we run out of time? I keep calling out, but no one hears a sound. My arms are aching from bearing this alone. The tide keeps pulling me away from the shore. I need a meaning, 'cause I'm out of hope. No, I don't wanna know anymore. Oh Lord, I've lost my way, and I'm right on the edge, hanging on by a thread. Oh Lord, I've lost my way, I got nowhere to go. There's a hole in my soul, I've lost my way. As I roll back the years, I can't hold back the tears. Never thought that life would lead me here today. It feels like so long ago in that old happy home, when I thought that I would always keep the faith. My arms are aching from bearing this alone. The tide keeps pulling me away from the shore. I need a meaning, 'cause I'm out of hope. No, I don't wanna know anymore. Oh Lord, I've lost my way, and I'm right on the edge, hanging on by a thread. Oh Lord, I've lost my way, I got nowhere to go. There's a hole in my soul, I've lost my way, I've lost my way, I've lost my way. Oh, I've lost my way. Oh Lord, I've lost my way, I've lost my way. I've lost my.
Good evening. Wandering Beekeeper here, and I am feeling so goddamn seen right now. Andy Nicholas, one of the competitors this year in Ethnikos Technikos, the Greek national, to select their representative for Eurovision. He's got no fucking chance, but it is a hell of a song, and it is saying so very clearly some things that I've been struggling to articulate. Oh. Good evening. Good evening. We have squinting a little bit here. Wing Princess Alice coming in. Believe I'm reading if I'm reading the icons correctly. Terrible at this, and they're so small. Ding. Lord, I'm sorry. Hey, got it. Okay on the first try. Brilliant. So, yeah. I have a project I'm working on. Greetings. Welcome. Yeah. Thanks for dropping into my stream. I was happy to drop in on yours the other day. Welcome. I have not got to the game yet, doing the check-in part where I kind of grouse about how things are going or talk about Eurovision or whatever. Oh, no problem. Happy to throw a raid to somebody who could use it. You know, I know what it's like to try and get viewers on, try and get your viewer count up, and Get people active. Speaking of getting active, let me go on, and while I'm continuing, summing up here, let me go on and hit the happy button here. Small channels like us are kind of screwed these days. Yeah, well, we're all we got. Cue the happier music. And let's get over at least to this screen here. There's a promise there that there will be a game on the screen at some point. To be honest, the smaller channels are the most fun. Generally, yeah, if nothing else, the chat moves at a speed that I can keep up with. I've looked at a couple of big channels and things were flying by so fast I'm like, yeah, I'm overloaded already. And can you say overstimulated, boys and girls? That phrase needs cleaning up. And you say overstimulated, children. There we go, better. So, yeah, Andy Nicholas opening the stream, and fuck the YouTube algorithms. I'm gonna throw in some Eurovision stuff from the Nationals because it makes me happy, and that's what's really important here for this. I'm doing this stream, but you know, we're hard to find because Twitch buries us intentionally. Oh yeah, you know, the algorithm hates us, you know. Nothing personal, it's the algorithm. Bullshit. Somebody wrote the algorithm. Somebody decided on the parameters for the algorithm. Somebody signed off on the fucking algorithm. True, but I'm buried because I'm a political topic according to Twitch. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, well, I mean, I'm advertising that I'm a queer streamer. I mean, you know, let's just put that right out up front. Oh, content warning. I am old and do not give a fuck. I swear like an ex-military person. I make drug references and sex jokes and say whatever the hell I want because it's my goddamn stream. No. Be prepared. This may be a bumpy ride or a dark ride or both at the same time. I mean, I opened up with Lost My Way by Andy Nicholas, and if you missed it, go look it up. It's a hell of a song, and it's got no fucking chance of winning the Greek national, so hear it while you can. We're 4 queer streamers, or 6, depending upon what you're counting. But are you in a trench coat? That's an important question. Are you 4 queer streamers in a trench coat? I'm a BDSM educator, so I have no filter. I don't know. If you're practicing proper BDSM and, you know, maintaining a situational awareness and active consent and so forth, there's a filter. It's just a very different filter from mainstream society. I might still have my Carmen Sandiego coat and hat somewhere. That would be good. Oh Lord, a few years ago, because it was a thing that we wanted to do and because we were able to count it as a civics lesson, we took our kids to the rally in DC that Jon Stewart and oh god, I'm old and I'm ripped and I'm trying to remember the damn name. Jon Stewart and the other guy that did the he was still doing the Parody Conservative Act at the time. They did that big rally, and there were several people who turned up as Carmen Sandiego. Jon Stewart, Stephen Colbert, there we go. Different Jon Stewart, the one who was on The Daily Show. Jon Stewart and Stephen Colbert did the Rally for Sanity and or Fear on in DC, and it was just sort of a thing they threw together on a whim. Had this wild hair and decided, let's just fucking do this. There were several people who showed up as Carmen Sandiego and several people who showed up as Waldo, a few of them as couples. And so if you look at the crowd photos, you can find Waldo and Carmen Sandiego at several points in the photos. Oh yeah, with you on that. I guess I was trying to reference more than that, not much by way of topic profanity. I have a Waldo tattoo. Oh, cool. All right. I should be playing a game. I really should be playing a game. Let's go on and play a game and get this thing started because I have chickens to raise and veg to harvest and an entire 3 clans of people to date. Oh my god, my social calendar. Oh, and we start with a baby animal. Took would be so thrilled to be here. He's such a softie. I love him for that. Oh, in Canada it is sometimes named Wally depending on if they ordered the original English or the American version. Okay, let's pop up the... Oh, hi, Ron. Oh, good. There's something for the bin already. Let's look at the calendar and see that tomorrow is Took's birthday. I have to find a birthday present for Took. I have to lurk now, but I will leave you up in the background. Thank you. Much appreciated. Oh, lordy, I have to find a birthday present for Took. Okay, fine. I got a day to do it. Check here. Let's do an inspect, add materials, max, contribute, and go. Don't see anything going on there that needs to be dealt with right away. Clicky, 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 click. If there's anything in that station, it's just going to be an animal poo that I have to go throw in the composter anyway. Whoopty shit. Ba-dum-bum. Okay, let me pause just a heartbeat and Mograni. I need to declare. Okay, Took. Thank you. That's still working. Let's head in here and. Oh boy. No, that's not what I need to do. I need to go clean up after you. Come on. Let me get to the... Thank you. Let me get to the pile of poo here. Deal with the poo. Farming is all... Oh boy. Just in the nick of time. Let's clear that and take this poo and drop it in that composter. And then I'll get some high quality horse shit to put in with it. Well, no, I'm going to get the base quality. Alright, never mind. It's just ordinary horse shit. Get that anywhere. A lot of it going around in politics these days. Always has been, really. Over to the chickens. Chickens got a flag flying. Let's open it. Nothing going on. Inspect, add materials, max, contribute, just because I happen to be here and thinking about it. And then I've got stuff to harvest. Let's first drop that on. And then we grab this and we check here, and I got cabbages coming in. Because sauerkraut. Bugger off, bird. Oh, why are you doing this? I don't want to inspect all of it. Did you all do another damn game update and mess me up? Oh, there we go. I don't know what was going on with that. At some point I gotta find that bird. That new bird. Bird is the word. Now I'm gonna replace with cabbage seed. because I want to keep a rolling crop of cabbage going for the summer and just like pile it up here. All right, what else have I got? Oops, I did not do the seed thing, damn it. Silly me. I was still carrying a cabbage and not a bag of cabbage seed. There we go. Yaha, okay, onward. What I got here? I got corn. I cannot harvest the corn because I am carrying a lot of cabbage. Nor can I harvest the honey that is in that beehive. Gotta get to that. Okay, let's do the contribute thing. Take a real quick second to look over here. Okay, what all does he... Oh, he likes... Alright, cool. Pretty much any cheese. We'll see what I got. Pineapple mead, peridot. Likes things beginning with P. Cool. Alright, watch out for adventurers. Cabbage disaster magnets. Oh lordy, yeah. Gonna be mostly lurking too. Your smooth voice is nice to have in the background. Well, thank you. I've been told I've had an ASMR voice. Yeah, Wally doesn't translate to American English. It means a silly, confused person in Brit English. Useful. Useful to know. Bit of a Wally then. Alright, so. Drop that, drop that, drop that. Now I have 3 spaces and can harvest the corn. Have to leave the honey for right now. We'll come back and get it in a moment. Let's go get the corn. There's part of my problem is I have birds everywhere. That wall doesn't keep them out of the garden nearly as much as I'd hoped. I'm gonna have to put another wall down the side, which I'm really not anxious to do. Okay, let us look at what crops I have available, and shoobadoo, cabbage, buckwheat. Let's do buckwheat. Buckwheat is useful to have around. Makes tasty pancakes. Off we go. Over to here, and I'm going to drop all the corn straight on in. There we go. In my Earth Dawn campaign, it was pottery that was in danger. There was an ongoing NPC who was a potter who entered the campaign. I'm going the wrong place with the cabbage. Entered the camp because I'm talking and not paying attention to what I'm doing. Shame on me. Alright, cabbages come around here and go 1, 2, 3 O'Leary into the fermenters to become sauerkraut. Okay, and there's no room in the inn. Let's pick up the pickle and see what's in here that could be... Well, that's it. Let's make pickled cabbage. And I have got... Well, I've got 1 vinegar here. Oh, wait a minute. No, that's not what's there. Trying to... Oh, there's that. I'm going to leave the cabbage here. I'll just drop it in the second box next to it. Oh, I already had some Gold Star cabbage in here. Good. It's already thinking on that line. Brilliant. Very happy about that. Okay, I've seen to the animals. I still have to gather the honey. And then I have to get up to the north field. Good grief. Vroom zoom zoom. Okay, honey obtained. Honey. Oh, and I missed a stop. Dang it. Good news, there's hay to pick up. Oh, 174. That is really nice. Let's have a quick look at the nookie shed and see if if I've got a bird that's interested. I got a Gen 8 and I got a Gen 7. That's not great. It'll get me something. It'll get me a Gen 9. I'll go for that. There, we'll go on and get a Gen 9. I'm trying to get to Gen 10s, and then I'll move on to another animal. Let's see what's up here. Going on. Inspect. We'll do an add materials. Max. Contribute. Always recharge. Okay, looks like I've got... Are those onions ready to harvest? Let me hit this. And then I really need to be holding seed. Harvest in 2 days. Okay, I've got no harvest in this field. Actually, not the worst of things. Oh, hi. Hello, Juck. Itchy, but pretty. Depends on the leaves you use. Okay. Alright, drop that in. Well, that's somebody I need to talk with. Talk with you. Pet the wolf. Oh, hey, Ron. Okay. Get the honey taken up to the shed. Up. And see what I've got here. It does go in. Alright. I'm going to go on and cook a couple of top star meads. And then I need to go check and see what I have in stock. I have garbanzo mead and tomato mead, neither of which are going to fit the bill for Took. Took is going to want a mango. Can't do that. Dried red meat. I might have. Let me have a look here. Red meat, top quality red meat, minimum, grab, go. Where's my solar dryer? I know I had a solar dryer at one point. Where did I put the damn thing? I didn't, like, put it away in a box and forget about it or something, did I? Where the hell is the damn solar dryer? I really want to do this. I'm gonna put it. Fuck. I hate it when I do this. Lose shit. Just a strawberry. Where can my solar dryer be? I have no earthly idea, and I'm just going in circles. It is getting late, and I need to do some... Tell you what, let's go down to the south field. Rather than going out to the savannah, I'm going to run down to the south field and do some work down there. That'll get me some plant fiber. I'll come up with something. I can always give him a peridot. Alright, let's just do some stuff here. No, well, I think the magic guitar pick is the better option here. There, that's all tidied up. How did I end up with these lampposts in my inventory? That seems interesting. Let's put those away. And what the hell did I do with the goddamn thing? I had a solar dryer at one point. I know I did. And I moved it, and now I have no idea where the bloody thing is. I don't need to be pulling you out of there right now. Let's see. Goat cheese. Goat cheese will work. Alright, leave that in there. Just give me one goat cheese. Minimum grab, go. There, now I have a present. Top quality goat cheese for, Took for his birthday. And I'm going to toss this in here and maybe I'll find the damn solar dryer. It is 9 o'clock. Yeah, I know how that works. Agnabbit, where did I put the fool thing? I wonder if I put it in somebody's path and it got broken and dropped and not recovered and lost because I can't find it and it's really bothering me. Alright, I'm gonna see about what would it take to craft a new one. Solar dryer, wooden stone, craft, takes that much effort. Okay, and let's see, let's go put, I'm going to put the solar dryer here. Hooray for sauerkraut. I had sauerkraut this past weekend. Was able to find in one of the markets around here. Whoops. Hello, let's not do that. Was able to find in one of the grocery stores, local, fresh packed kraut in the refrigerated section. Canned sauerkraut is an abomination, and this is a hill I am willing to die on. I mean, seriously. Canned sauerkraut is an abomination and should just be not done at all. My God, you know, you're pressure cooking your kraut. Gross. It's supposed to be crisp, have a little bit of crisp to it still. It's fermented, it's not cooked. I prepare it by warming it gently with turkey kielbasa diced up in it. Serve it with potatoes. Because, of course, potatoes, you have to have the Kartoffel. $39.76. $39.76. Including a couple of wild corn beers. Thank you, Ron. Sauerkraut, $6.54. It's not a big income, but it's a nice income, and it's a variety of thing to put in. I like to have. I need to be working. A gift from Ron. Oh, hey. Indeed, hey. Excuse me. Or don't. I don't care. I completely spaced. Getting back to the bird. It's a male. God damn it, it's a male. Okay, hold on here. Let's go check this out. Bump, bottom, bump. Oh, I completely... Ooh, I go away for a week and completely forget how to play the game. Let's go do the birds first. Before I forget and before time gets away from me, I gotta go check this bird. Gen 9 FO2, you're good. You're a Gen 10 male. Oh shit, rename, I got a Gen 10. Gen 10-M-01, there you go. Got my first Gen 10 male. Fuck yes, okay. Not a bad thing. Yay, raw for hitting Gen 10. Let's take some eggs that I can go huck into the contribution bin. And then go check the ostriches. Boop, boop. Zoom. And zoom. Somewhere along the line today, I have to go find Took. Alrighty then, I've got dates. I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts. Deedly-doo. Ooh, 3 of them. There's still wild coconuts, but hey, 3 of them is a nice little harvest and gets me some points. Yay, rah. Working on my tree knowledge. Okay, I gotta go clear a space because I have a buttload of veg to harvest. I got fennel. I got garbanzos, it looks like. I gotta go get rid of the dairy product that I am carrying around. Go put it away. Alright, this stuff I can deal with here, and then 2 vinegars can immediately turn around and go right back in there. And we'll grab a couple of beets. Get the beets. Oops. Shooting over. There we go. Out of position a little bit. Those are meads, so they'll just go with me. Off I go here and here. Drop in the tomato mead. Stop at the contribution bin. Drop in the pickled cabbage. Move the cheese. Somebody moved my cheese. And I'll get rid of the hay when I get to the other end of the row here. Let's just get started on these garbanzos. Hey away. Oh, hey. Yay, compost. And some plant fiber where the animals are grazing as they ought to be instead of eating the damn hay. Dude, save the hay. Leave the hay for, like, you know, when it's raining and shit. You don't want to go out. Let's see, that was a bunch of fennel. Let us replace it. It is the 10th. 15 days. It puts it to the 25th. I can still get a row of pumpkins in here. Let's put in a row of pumpkins. There we go. Okay, bin. And then I really ought to start looking for where Took is because he needs to be a little more important. Let us go people and Mograni and Took and view on map, and he is, oh, lovely. He's in the savannah way the hell up at the camp. Okay. Fortunately, I can fast travel. Oh, it isn't fall the season for... He was up here a minute ago. There he is. Took. Oh, absolutely. He's very straightforward. Okay. Yeah. Cool beans. Got him a top quality goat cheese. Took being a keeper. That could be real interesting. Huh. That's an interesting thought, actually. I don't think he'd really be that be bad at it. I think he might be pretty good at it. You know? Okay. I need to, instead of harvesting... Oh, damn it. I really need to harvest hay. For hay. Let's just make a run. I'm going to have to make it short because I don't have any food with me. But I need to at least accumulate some plant fiber on the way back. I can't come out here and not cut hay. I mean, come on. Little off position there. Oh. Alright, I'm gonna hold there and keep the last bit of stamina I've got for emergencies. garden work, whatever. I don't know. I need to get back home. I got stuff to do. I have compost to put out. I have plant fiber to deliver. Needs to be put in the spinner. Here is a good place to put some compost. Let us put some compost. There we go. Compost is dealt with. Prickly pears, not ready to harvest. There we go. Talk with Crawl briefly. Okay, swing through here, make sure that everything is copacetic. Don't have any fruit that I missed picking or anything. Going to have almonds very soon. I have herbs coming in. I have cheese. And over here I have sauerkraut. So we'll grab all that, get in here, and let's get a couple things happening. Let's see, first off, did I get all that yes, I did. We'll grab 2 of these to go process into wine for vinegar, and let's see, 4 of these. Yes, thank you. Exactly the number I needed. Interesting. Don't remember seeing anything about a quality of life update that would auto-calc. Maybe that's just lucky on the numbers. Okay, stop and think a minute. It is 7:20. Head toward the center of town. Here's a person I need to talk to. Let's see who's in here. Folks that I need to speak with. I don't think anybody here. And it looks like folks have pretty much bailed on the hearth tonight. Okay, what further stuff needs to get done? I had dried red meat. Didn't have any of it. Kind of annoyed. I'm going to, at this point, grab more. Let's see, where was the red meat? Here it is, top quality, and I want 3 of them. Add to that so that I have 4. And we'll go on and get this set up. Eric's in early. No, not really. It's almost 9 o'clock. Jeez. There. Get those working. Haven't used that thing. Used one of those in a while. Okay. Beautiful house. A little bit more colorful these days. I should get something for that space on the wall. I wonder what Reese has in the way of paintings or wall decorations. I wonder if Reese is still up to be able to go hit her up for something. Go talk about, yeah, of course Reese is still up. Pots, seats, tables, lighting, rugs, wall decorations. Here we go. Canvas. Ooh, canvas. I could make my own painting. A beloved cat. Origin. Oh, I like that. Well, that's nice. Let's just go with the rainbow. Give me one of those. And off I go. Back to the house. And in. And there we go. A big rainbow painting on the wall. Yay. So even go to sleep. Alrighty. 54, 55 today. Cool beans. We move on. Okay, got my first Gen 10 chicken. Oh, got the... What have I got? Okay. That's gonna go in the collection bin. Sorry. Stop and pick up the dairy. Okay, onward, go see how the guanaco are doing. Guanaco have a poo pile. Okay, there's a thing that's got to be taken care of. Pick up a little horse shit to go with my guanaco poo. Actual farming fact, if you have alpacas, you do not have to compost the poo. Their digestive system is efficient enough that the poo does not heat up and will not burn your plants. You still don't want it right up against stems, of course, but you can use it as top dressing. Also, fun fact, gained from actual experience. Well, I'm going here to drop in the oil, but I skipped hitting the composter. Let's just go up and hit the other one. Alpaca poo is an incredible fertilizer for tomatoes. When I built the raised beds at our farm, okay, got that. All right. When I built the raised beds that I put the Roma tomatoes in, some other folks were cleaning up the alpaca paddock on the same day, and so each 4 foot by 4 foot by 4 foot raised bed got a wheelbarrow load of alpaca poo out of the paddock, shoveled out of the paddock, dumped in the bottom, and then dirt over, about 8 inches of dirt over that. And so what happened was, when the Roma tomatoes, started getting good sized, I put your standard conical wire cages around them. You know, standard tomato cages you get at the garden center, steel rod, tack welded. When the plant roots hit the alpaca poo layer under the dirt, the plants just about exploded. They set on with so many tomatoes that they broke the tomato cages. Let me say that again. The tomato plant put on so many Roma tomatoes that the weight of them broke the tomato cage. The tack welded steel tomato cage. I had scrap metal at the end of the season. On the other hand, I was canning a crisper drawer full of tomatoes every weekend for, oh gosh, a couple of months. They just kept producing. It was amazing. We made fresh salsa. We made our own salsa by the quart. That didn't survive very long. I mean, you know, the salsa, it was damn, and we were using our own jalapenos as well, because I was growing jalapenos at that point. So we were making our own salsa from our own tomatoes and jalapenos. Now that was really tasty. Very pleased with that. I miss being able to do that kind of thing. It really makes me very, very sad that I am not able to do it at this time. I greatly, you know, if not for capitalism, I would be happily home canning and growing veg and stuff. I would much prefer to be producing food, something that's actually, you know, useful, than bullshitting around with a bunch of with IT. But that's just the way life is, isn't it? As it is, we are in the very near future going to be putting the farm on the market, and this time we're just going to have to take the best offer and go. We need the money and to get the hell out of where we are. And we need to cut the attachment in the Buddhist sense. That farm is an attachment that we really need to clear. Okay, there's that put in. Did I check the north field? I don't think I pulled the pump on the north field today. I really feel like I've missed a chore here. Let me head on up. Up through the art. No. We'll go up through the art station. Here we go. Yeah, there's buckwheat to harvest up here. I thought I had maybe something going on here that I'd missed. Okay, and the kids grabbed some of the buckwheat. Bip, bip, bip. There we go. Thank you, children, for doing some of the harvesting. I appreciate that. It is the 11th. Squash. 13 days. It puts it to the 24th, maybe the 25th. That is viable. We will go plant butternut squash here. It's a high value crop. At least it ought to be. Good stuff, and it keeps in a cool, dry place for months. Love hard-shelled, hard-skinned winter squashes. They are so easy to store, and you can do such wonderful things with them. I do a curry with butternut squash and garbanzos that I'm very fond of. I've not done a batch of it in a while, and I probably should. Oh, there's also a sweet potato and chickpea curry that I do that is also very good. Really ought to do the batch of those, one or the other, in the near future. There we go. Select, thank you. I'm just wanting to have this in stock. Let's drop it in the ingredients. Something, I feel like I should have had some of this already. All right. 440. I'm gonna go do work on the southern field again, rather than going out to the savannah. Oh, and I should check the hay spinner. There we go. Hay spinner has hay because I put fiber in it yesterday. Yay! In we go with the hay. 172. Keeping up. Gonna need to reconsider my chickens, though, in the near future, and that's always a bit of a sad thing. But you can't keep all the livestock. Okay, that's not actually rubble. That's a special effect, a bit of background art. One of the reasons I'm also a little bit, I don't know, foggy this evening is that I made a breakthrough on a novel that I am writing. I had been stuck on it, well, since November for various reasons. Some of them being stress over how things have... yeah, well, we'll just not. But partly because I had a character that I just could not get fixed in my head. One of the three main characters, I'm doing a Knight, Knave, Squire trio for the main characters. And the Knave just was not wanting to settle in my head. And finally, today, I went back and watched the pilot of Are You Being Served? And Johann Sebastian Gottlieb is basically Mr. Humphreys but German. And that broke through and opened the floodgates, and I'm not sure exactly how much I got done. I know I went over 2,000 words of new material. that I kept. After going back and re-editing and so forth, and doing the read aloud and the whole process, I ended up with over 2,000 words of new material. It's just been an astonishing day. As far to suddenly have all this production, it just felt really good. Oh, dairy product. And I got some vinegar, but I got no place to put no more of a damn vinegar, so I'm not going to make any more damn vinegar. I'm going to take these juices and I'm going to put them out here in these empty brewers. Bip bip. There we go. Okay, and then I think that's everything I want to do here right now. That's everything I can do here right now. Off we go. Back around to the house. Now, I'm only going to talk about this particular project in mechanical terms and in the most vague bits of, I'll give you the name of the character, but I'm not going to tell you who he is or what he does or why, what else is going on here. I'm wanting to keep this one very close until it's actually completed. I'm not releasing any snippets. Not doing any. No. This one has to be kept quiet until it's done. We'll see how it goes. I'm estimating I'm about 10% through the writing of the book. And we have a new bird. And I must cull the flock. Oh boy, I have to go cull the flock today. Alright, found some extra ore. Oh good, I checked that before I left the house. Because I need to go stash this up here in this box and not carry it with me. Pet the kitty. Also, check this. Oh, shit, I missed Ira's birthday. Today is Enza's birthday, and that absolutely cannot be missed. I need the points with Enza. Uh-oh, lordy, today is Enza's birthday. Shit. What does she like? Mint. She likes mint. Okay, I've got mint. Let me run up here. Oh, boogers. Mint. Give me a mint. We'll just hold on to that for right now. And also pick up all of this rosemary, which goes toward making herb cheeses. And then I have pickle, vinegar. Running late on checking on the animals. I gotta go see the chickens. Alright. Straight on till morning. Go. Go deal with the birds before they leave the house. Alright, what are you? You are Gen 10 MO1. You are the new one. You're a male, you're Gen 9. I don't need another Gen 9 male. Release. Accept. Oh, lordy. Alright, birds. Have a look at my birds. Let's see. I got Gen 8, Gen 8, Gen 9, Gen 9, Gen 10M. I need to get that Gen 8 male with one of these Gen 9 females here. That Gen 7 male needs to go. Alright, Mr. Gen 7 male, where are you? You're Gen 8. You're Gen 7. You're going. Send a Grom. Bye-bye. Sorry, Kung Pao, but you were too delicious to continue on. What I got? What I got? I got a Gen 9 that's good for... Oh, you doing Gen 8? That'll get me a Gen 10. Do it. Excellent. That'll get me a Gen 10. Alright. Got anything today? Here, doesn't look like it. Oh, yes I do. I got almas. Which means I got... Nope. Not up here. Okay, just the tree down there. Okay. Cool, whatever. 2 almas? Oh, hey, they're no longer wild almas. Brilliant. Now, where's Inza? She is at the beach. Heading toward the water, looks like. Let's head down there. I'll go check the Northfield after I deliver Enza's birthday present. The thing she wants is an herb that grows out on the savannah. I saw her heading this more or less this direction. She may be out here. She likes coming out here. There she is. She's coming out here to fish. Gift. There we go. Brilliant. Let's check these trees. I didn't even glance at them on the way out here. See if there's any harvest to be had. Never pass up forage, you know? Okay, nothing there. Head up to the Northfield. Birthday gift delivered. Hurrah. Now, Era, I've already maxed out relationship with, and it does not decay, so I'm not terribly concerned about missing her birthday, but I am annoyed that I missed her birthday. Okay, I should have onions, and pull that. I didn't even look to see if Zolk was over here. Shame on me. Sure. Although the last time I said this to a merchant, I spent a couple of hours sitting with a guy in Singapore. It is a great day for some tea. Zolk, I was wondering, how many adventures have you been on? I lost count a long time ago. Then what was your first? That one I know, says Akka. When Frala and Zolk got lost in the woods, only because we were running for our lives from a spirit. You saw a spirit with my mother? How old were you? I was around 7 Springs, so Frala would have been 6. The cave painting festival was coming, and she wanted to have something special to put on the wall. As her older and wiser cousin, I decided to help her catch a giant fish the night before. After everyone was asleep, we snuck our way to the river when we saw a strange glow. A beautiful ball of light was gracefully weaving between the distant trees, but then the ball flew towards us. Frala turned and ran before I could even speak. She was a fast little thing, and so I struggled to keep up. We ran and ran until finally the ball was nowhere in sight. But we had no idea where we were. How did you find your way back? We didn't. Akka's wolf Omo found us. Just before dawn, Omo was restless, wanting to go outside. I hadn't been with the clan for even a season, so I didn't think to tell anyone where I was going. But if Omo wanted to go somewhere, I went. The sun had been up for a while when I finally found them. Frala was busy building some sort of house of sticks. That's right, she was making a nest in case we had to live there from then on. At the time, her nickname was Mouse. Her nickname was Mouse because she was so sweet and quiet. But that soon changed. By the time we made our way home, the clan was in a panic. Grob's father, Groggy, made it no secret who he blamed for all this. Me. What? That's bullshit. I was terrified of Groggy, as all of us were. Akka couldn't communicate well enough yet to defend herself, so her defiant glare and almost deep growl only made Groggy rant more. Frala tried to interrupt, but she didn't want to be rude. Then when Groggy said the wolf girl should be sent back to the wild, Frala put herself between him and Akka. But Groggy still ignored her, as most of the clan did then. Angry and fearless, she walked right up to the giant man. It was me, she yelled. I wanted to find a fish for the festival, but got lost. Even the wind went silent. Jen's father asked Akka if that was true. Akka thought for a second, then pointed. Momo find Frala. A lot of things changed after that little adventure. What did you paint? The three of us and Omo. We became inseparable as kids. We painted that every year for a while. Wonder if some of the paintings are still there. They probably are. Now I may have a side quest. I like telling that story. And you managed to keep it true. All my stories are true. Mostly. Aww. Nice. I love it when I get one of those. Alright, fantastic. Got a bit of story there. Okay, up to the North Field. That was unexpected and quite lovely. We found out a bit more about Akka, which is an interesting thing. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Oh well. Is life. Oops. Dropped a prickly pear. Have to come back for it. Prickly pear is fruit. Prickly pear is fruit. Hold on a second. I have a thing here to do. Get rid of that, and that. Keep those 3. Great, just what I need. More shit going in here. Oh, no, 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 no. That's not right. Don't do that. There we go. Jeez, don't do that. Okay. Actually, let's go on and make vinegar out of it because that'll get it out of there. Okay, I need to go do a couple things here. Let's go up and grab these mushrooms on the way. I see the mushroom harvest has been good this year. And one, that quality. Yeah, okay quality, good enough. I mean, okay, wait a minute, the fruit juicer is not here. And, okay, mushroom cheese. Cabbage, 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 if you please. Go. Do the thing with the thing and the thing. Okay, I now have top quality prickly pear juice to make top quality prickly pear wine. And of course I don't have an empty slot to put the prickly pear juice in. When you there's something here about, you know, picking a prickly pear. Some Jungle Book thing or something from like Baloo. I think, I'm not sure. I don't know, some bullshit or other that's stuck in my head from my childhood. I never know what's gonna pop up, you know? Exciting thing about getting old and having ADHD and yeah. Could have swore I cleared all this crap out the other day. Thought it only regenerated at the beginning of the season. Okay, I'm gonna go drop a bunch of this fiber here into the spinner. And and then think about where I can be for the evening. It's getting on toward evening. Let's grab that and grab that, and there we go. That gets the spinner going. And there it goes. Brilliant. Alright. Off we go this direction. Let's go see who's at the hearth, in the big house, etc. Oh Lord, I gotta talk to this idiot. I mean, she admits that her cooking is kind of shit. And doesn't usually do it because it doesn't turn out. Oh hey, thanks. Honey from my honey. Granted, it's wild honey, which is probably going to go into the collection bin, but that's okay. I just don't have a use for wild honey at this point. Man, hardly anybody even here, and he's on his way to bed. Okay, 9:15. People are going to bed. I need to head back toward the house. We'll swing by the shed, of course. And see that there's only 2 minutes. It's only 20:10. Let's go down to the dairy barn and see if I forgot to pick up again. I do that a lot. Yep, I forgot to pick up. Let's also pick up these horns. Horn is a valuable material, and that's top quality horn. Horn is what we used before plastic, along with things like turtle shell. Tortoise shell was very popular for stuff for a long time. And then we developed plastics that could be made to look like tortoise shell at much less expense, both monetarily and environmentally. Of course, the problem there was that the original ones, fake tortoise shell was made from celluloid, and celluloid, when compressed, is really quite flammable. And so there were cases of Victorian women who had bought what looked like had bought celluloid combs made to look like tortoise shell. Meat from Grob. Okay. Boop. Thanks. Next. Boop. Next. Okay. Let's go see what we got here. We got kind of quality. I mean, I've got... It's better than what I had. We'll drop it in. And these drop in as well. Okay, cool. And then I've got chicken to... Oh, hey. Give a piece of chicken to the cat? Nope, cat don't want the chicken. Cat's gonna want a fish. You can tune a piano, but you can't tune a fish. If you can't see bass tonight, you can't see mama at all. Ooh, I got stuff coming in. I got some big stuff coming in. What about all of I got right now? I got this, and I got an Alma, and I want to move this over to there. 4 slots available, and let's just start with these. I got butternut squashes coming in. Yay, raw. 26, 27. I could do one more crop of butternut squash if I plant it today. And there we go, butternut squash planted. Off to the contribution bin, and we drop in this, that, and the other. Album by Wendy Bagwell. Wendy Bagwell was a gospel singer who also did stand-up comedy about being a gospel singer, which meant he had some hysterically funny stories that you could tell around pretty much anybody. The story of how they went to the snake handling church. They did not know that it was a snake handling church. Somehow, that the fact that it was a snake handling church had not come up in conversation during the discussion and the booking and so forth. That had just not somehow been mentioned. And that is something that you really, ought to put... Oops, I didn't mean to do any of that. You really, really ought to, mention up front that, oh yeah, at some point we are going to bring out a box of snakes and we are going to dump them out onto the stage where you have been performing. Oh, I mean, it just keeps getting better. This is one of those that just keeps getting better the longer it goes. So I looked around and so I said, okay, nobody panic. Just look around careful like and see where the back door is. And the one dude and the other dude said, I done looked and there ain't none. Wendy says, reckon where do they want one? Oh, lordy. Yeah, it was a... My parents had some interesting stuff in their record collection. That and Brother Dave Gardner, who was a Southern comedian who was not nearly so clean. Brother Dave could tell some off-color stories, but he was not a preacher. Matter of fact, he even lampshaded that on one of his stories on the record. Said, people have told me, Brother Dave, you should be a preacher. You could make millions. And I said, yeah, but what would I spend it on? Brother Dave was from before the era of the TV preacher, I think. And, there are so many things that a preacher can spend that kind of money on. Private jets, less savory things, as we have seen. Okay, sauerkraut and pickled beets away. Cheese should have gone into the shed. Damn it. Well, I had to come back up here anyway. Alright. Cheese into the shed. There. Oh my goodness, cabbages. Okay. The time has come, the walrus said, to talk of many things, of shoes and ships and sealing wax, of cabbages and kings, and why the sea is boiling hot and whether pigs have wings. Lewis Carroll could be a gruesome little fuck at times, couldn't he? I mean, here the walrus is charming the oysters, who are obviously sentient, because they can be charmed, and there's a discussion, and charming them into the cook pot so that he can eat them. Yeah, lovely. Thank you, Lewis. Appreciate that. Okay, what have I forgotten? I've forgotten this. Alright, it got Enzo yesterday. Next birthday isn't until the 15th, and that's Dari, who is one I absolutely cannot miss. I really need to be in better with Dari. She has been somewhat difficult to run into. Here's a question. Where is Dari right now? Bets. She's in the forest. Yes, she is. I haven't been to the forest in a few days. Let's go to the forest. I will bet that there is parsley in the forest, since I haven't been there for a few days to pick it. Off we go. Now, okay, Dari is just to the north of me. Excellent. There you are. That's one way of putting it. Zelk is kind of a Wentworth in a way. He's got some wild stories, but he's got evidence to back up some of them, stuff, you know, or people to vouch for it. Michael Wentworth has some truly astonishing stories, but he has photos to prove it. I think I've told a couple of Wentworth stories on the stream various points. Had some odd uncles. Morris was another one. Morris was something else again. Morris was in the Marines in World War II and served in the Pacific Theater. Was on an island out in the middle of nowhere at one point, and one day decided that he wanted to go over to the Hooch Bar, just off the edge of the base, and so he grabbed a vehicle and headed over there, had a drink, came back, put the vehicle back where he found it. Nobody asked any questions because he was driving a bomb loader with a live 500-pounder in the cradle. He found it on the flight line and just strolled off with it. He was correct. Nobody asked any questions about where he was going with the live 500-pounder in the cradle. Ah. Okay, the herbs and mushrooms should go in the shed. And I need some cabbage because the kraut is ready to go to be harvested. So, cabbages, please. And I realize I have cabbages in 2 chests at this point, and we'll work on that. It's all going to get used up anyway at some point. You know, I'm wanting to crank this stuff out. It's not like, you know, it's extremely high value, but it's, yeah, we've noticed. I was talking about kraut earlier. The one I found locally was okay. It wasn't great. I grew up with Frank's Crisp Kraut, and I suspect that is a northern brand and that I'm not going to find it in Nashville, Tennessee. That's just, you know, one of those things. Anything that needs to be done here? I don't think so. Did I pick up dairy? Alright. I've got all this stamina here and it's late. So let's grab guanaco fur and go spin it into yarn. That'll do something with this stamina. And give me something I can drop in to the bin in the morning. It's going to be late by the time I get this done. Really don't feel like making another trip out to the bin at this point. Husband has the right idea. Let us go to bed. Save and go to sleep. Boop. Boop. Eric is sleeping in today. Okay. His schedule is somewhat erratic. But if left alone, he does things like invent irrigation and the water wheel. You know? Sometimes it takes him a little while. But then he comes up with these huge ideas. He's still thinking about water. He's been trying to figure out the water cycle. Hasn't quite figured out the evaporation making clouds. Oops. Inventory full. Alright, because I have poo. Okay. Get rid of that. Move the poo. Go gather these, and then we'll go pick these up. There we go. And the poo needs to go into the poo box. We go get a horse shit and add it to the poo box. And get the compost working. There we go. Okay, I am getting good quality citrons now. When I get up to best quality, then I'll start doing stuff with them. Chili peppers. I have rather a lot of dried peppers in my cabinet that I need to do something with. I got started on getting into Mexican cooking, into more traditional stuff, quite some months ago. Had one good success and one that didn't come out well, partly because I made a bad choice on the pepper I used. I had an option and went with the wrong pepper. Ended up with something that was a little more spicy than most of the family wanted to eat, and oops. Yeah, give me that back. I want to make it into mead. Boop, boop, boop. I don't know. That's just better quality. Let's go on and huck it. Let's wait for best quality to make mead out of. This stuff is definitely regenerating. All the crap that I gathered and that I cleaned up just like yesterday, weeds are growing right back. At least they don't intrude into the area that I've already got cultivated and like spoil my crops. Whoops. I forgot to do a thing here. E, no. Click E. And what do I want to do here? How long does oops. How long does cassava take? 6 days. Cool. Pumpkins are too long. Butternut squash is getting awfully iffy, but I'm gonna go with it anyway. Let's go on and rotate and go with the butternut squash. There we go. See how it does. Okay. Got a bit of hay. Gonna have to go out to the savannah and do some serious hay cutting in the extremely near future because I've got to start stocking up for winter. Uh-oh. Did y'all pick the prickly pear? Y'all did not pick the prickly pear. Okay. I will pick the prickly pear. Picking up pawpaws, putting them in your pocket. Picking up pawpaws, putting them in your pocket. If you have never had a pawpaw, it is a type of fruit indigenous to the southeastern United States. Generally referred to as the southern states. It is not commercial. It can't be commercialized. Pawpaws go bad really quick, and they don't travel worth a crap. If you want pawpaws, you gotta grow them and pick them pretty much yourself. As a result, they have not been commercialized. It's just you can't do it. You'd have to make, like pawpaw jelly or something that you were making kind of in real time. You'd have to find a transformative preservation method because they don't freeze worth a crap either. I have had fresh pawpaws and they are quite delightful. But yeah, it is something that can only really be consumed when kabiu. Okay, I need to grab a food. We'll grab this Nita and head out. And I need to go do the hay cutty thing. Morris came back from World War II with a really strong knowledge of electronics that he'd gained in the Marines and became the first instructor in television at a local technical college. He had a built-in television in his apartment. Wasn't originally one in there. He put it in, installed it into the wall because he was living in kind of an attic apartment and there was a sloped wall over the bed. And Morris looked at the sloped wall and said, if I put a TV in that, I could lay in bed and watch the TV, and it'd be the perfect angle to watch TV in. So, predated the wall mount by decades. Now, Morris's father, my grandfather, was not interested in this idea, this new television thing. Didn't seem like a waste of time, waste of money. Just wasn't into the idea. And Radio was still going strong in those days. And why did you need this new thing? And then one evening, Morris rolled up to the family house, to his father's house, and came in carrying a television. Didn't say a word. Put it down the living room. Went back out. Climbed up on the roof. Set up an antenna. Ran cable. Got it wired in. Fired up the TV, and the Monday night fights were on. The boxing. My grandfather was instantly hooked. And Morris waited until a few rounds had gone by to tell his father what he owed his kid for the television because it wasn't a gift. One of those points where the dad pulls out his wallet without it and sighs and hands the money over without ever taking his eyes off the screen. Fine, you got me. Morris met his match in his wife. Married a woman named Esther, whose father, when she was learning to walk, called her his little ducky because she kind of waddled. And years and years and decades later, people still called her Ducky. My Aunt Duck was something else again. She was a licensed practical nurse. She was a justice of the peace. She did traveling weddings. She had a cross-stitch sampler in her bathroom hung up over the toilet that said, "Happiness is an empty bladder." Really hard to argue with. Oh. She and Morris were made for each other. They were both kind of squirrely, kind of weird, twisty senses of humor. And they would get going at each other and bugging at each other, and it got all sorts of interesting. Morris had one weakness. He had a weak stomach and could not deal with people throwing up. If one of the kids got sick, he had to be out at the other end of the house because if he heard them, that would set him off. It was the one thing. It was the one thing that just he could never quite get dealt with, and it bothered him, but it was just the way it was. And so his wife went to a local store by the name of Caulfield's, which was a novelty shop. You see where this is going. She bought a plastic barf. And if her husband got to be just way too much, would leave it where he would find it inadvertently. I did mention that they could get pretty intense. She would leave it like underneath the newspaper at the at the breakfast table. She would put she would get the morning paper and put it on the breakfast table so he could read it, and she would slip the plastic barf in under it. So when he picked the paper up, his morning was over. That was it. He was done. But, okay. It is 11:35. I need to get to bed. Save and go to sleep. There we go. 10:30. Real time. 2 more days. 2 more days. 2 more days. 2 more days. What do we got going on today? We got a bird. Got a bird. Got a bird. What do we got? Okay, really important. What do we got? Coming in. Is it raining? Feels like it's raining. Herbs. Herbs are good. It is Dari's birthday. Oh gosh. Dari. Ostrich feather. Cool. She likes ostrich feathers. That's useful. Because by golly, I can do an ostrich feather. It is in fact raining, which is going to keep all the animals indoors, which means I'm going to need more hay today, damn it. Alright, off we go. I need to drop some stuff off here. At some point here. I'm getting a little overly cluttered in my inventory. Okay, and that's done it. Thanks, Guanacos. Now I got a full inventory, and because of your poo. Grump. In the poo box with you. Ignore the chickens. Pumpkins are ready. Ostrich feather. Here is a good quality ostrich feather. Horse shit. Oh, I can't. I got no room. I got no room to carry more shit. Okay, hang on. I can go get rid of the sauerkraut. Exchange one stinky thing for another here. We'll drop in the sauerkraut. And we'll go get a horse shit and get it started. And then I gotta go collect pumpkins. Well, then I gotta go do about 5 other things. And a lizard. Got no room for you. Really wish I could learn how to expand my inventory. Seems like there ought to be a way to do it. Okay, I gotta head up that direction anyway. We'll take the compost and we'll put it on something up here. Oh boy. Oh no. Okay. Well, now I'm stuck with that. Alright, I need to find Dari. Where is she on a crappy day like today? She is, well, still at home at this hour. Let's go see Dari and give her her feather. Oh dear. She's not romanceable, and yet I am giving her a feather. Okay. On to the kids. Okay, there we go. Alright, that's dropped off. Let's go do prickly pears. And then see about fruit juicing and etc. etc. Okay, prickly pear. Pick the prickly pear. Still gotta pick the pumpkins. Gotta go pumpkin picking. Okay, let's see. I want to take only the top quality prickly pears. Excuse me. I think I got most of that covered by a mute on the mic. Lordy. Okay. Gonna be busy. Let's get this show on the road. Okay. First things first. Drop the cheap one in there. Pick this up. And then I've got to go unload. I don't have a choice. I have to go unload. Oh lordy, I'm busy today. Get rid of, get rid of, get rid of. Cheese, cheese. Cheese, cheese. Put of cheese. Pull out milk. And pull out vinegar and put in juice. Put vinegar here and beets to grab, go beets, beet. Dairy product added. Okay, got cheeses. Oh lordy, do I have cheeses? Okay. Okay. 29 bottles of aged best quality strawberry wine. That ought to do well. Let us herb this cheese. cheese is herbed. There we go. Alright, I gotta go pick pumpkins. Oh lordy, gotta pick pumpkins. I have honey to select to pick up here. It is the 15th. It is way too late in the season to be planting any of these long-running crops. Let us instead go with cassava, because why not? Okay. Unload, then I gotta go see what else needs to be done. Oof. Pumpkin wine. Very interested to see what that run of aged top quality strawberry wine does. Damn it, did I just obliterated a cassava seed, I think. Make sure that's taken care of. Alright, in here. And we put the mushrooms away. And we get 3 cabbages. Ignore the vinegar. Don't need the vinegar out of the vinegar makers right now. It can just sit where it is. Everything will be cool. Okay. New sauerkraut working. Off this way. Is there hay? There is hay. There is 73 hay, which is really good because I need it. There we go. Back up to 174. Much better. Much safer. Alright. Date. In go the dates, and goes the sauerkraut. Pick the pumpkins. Pick the pumpkins first, because they're all going in the bin. The cabbages, the best quality, I will take up to the shed to make into sauerkraut. I mean, let's face it, the sauerkraut isn't going to be a big ticket item. I'm making it because I like sauerkraut. I have tried to make my own. I tried. It didn't take. Fermentation didn't want to start, and I had kind of done it wrong to begin with, so I ended up tossing out the batch. It was a shame. On the other hand, we didn't have. It's not like we paid for the cabbages. We had gotten a rather large amount of free cabbages. The guy who we bought our hay from had a couple of bags of cabbages. I mean, we're talking a dozen heads of cabbage. This was from a recent harvest, and these were cabbages that had been nicked and dinged in the harvest and could not be sent to the grocery store because they were ugly. And I'm like, yeah, foresee some interesting stuff here. Max, contribute, and open. Oh, it's got peppers in. That's a problem. I can't take the peppers right now. Let us drop that, and I'll have to get them. I may end up getting them tomorrow game time. Those in. The cheese is ready, but I'm not sure I got. Did I pick up milk this morning? Yes, okay. Cool. Oh, lordy, 950. Think anything else? I'm sure there was something up here. Well, there's those cheeses, but other than that, there's the vinegars, there's... What else? I don't think there's anything else here to be done right now. I do want to consolidate my cabbages. There we go. Got a full stack now. Okay. No, this is not Minecraft. They don't stack to 64. They stack to 255. Yeah, save and go to sleep. Whoa, 17,000. That aged strawberry wine was 8,000 points. Holy Toledo. Well, this is definitely a banner day. Okay, no birthday today. Tomorrow's the music festival, which we will get to next session. Unlike Minecraft, I only play this one on stream. This is my weekly cozy time. I get to fulfill a bit of a dream here. I'm actually pretty good at raising veg and home food preservation and cooking, and would so much rather be doing that than what I'm doing for my living, but trying to make a living at it in a capitalist society is just not feasible. Just wasn't feasible for us. Couldn't do it. Made me very sad that I had to go back into IT and leave the farm. Felt like I was actually accomplishing something, you know? Oh yay, I got stuff to harvest. Get rid of the dried fish and instead pick the garbanzos. I still have the pressure cooker, but then I'm not willing to part with it. It was my great-grandmother's. She bought it new in like the 1950s. It's a Miromatic made from solid aluminum. I think it was machined rather than cast. And she passed it down to my grandmother and to who used it for years, and then she passed it to my mother, who didn't do a whole hell of a lot with it. She did some home canning with it, but just wasn't into the whole idea so much. She was doing it because my father really wanted to raise his own veg, and I think I picked up my love of gardening really from my father. There is just something deeply satisfying about getting veg into the ground, about bringing in a harvest, feeding your family with what you have been able to grow yourself. It feels like an accomplishment, you know? I know people have been doing it for thousands of years, but the fact that we can still do it is kind of important. Oh, hi. Well, one of these gets that. The other one... Can that go in there? Yes, it can. Okay. Grab 2 and do the thing. Biff-a-da-boop. What's out here? What is this? That is prickly pear wine. That is top quality prickly pear wine that is going in here. Let's see. Here's 2 more prickly pear juices. Now I'm going to start setting up some top quality wine. Do another batch of wine. Oh, I need to do sauerkraut. Minimum 2, 3. No, minimum 2, 3. Thank you. Ugh. There we go. And down to the bin. Collect the compost. Sauerkraut and pickled beets. Is there any hay in the hay spinner? No. I have food, yes. I have done the livestock, I've done the south field, passing through the north field to make sure that it's been dealt with. Has not really. Haven't done this. And those onions look harvestable. I really fail to understand why they made onions a perennial. mean, it's a root veg. You dig it up and eat the root, and yeah, that pretty much totals out the plant in the process. This is why Janes will not eat onions. Because you can't harvest them without killing the plant. Jain cuisine is interesting stuff. That's a prickly pear juice. It should be over in the other X. There we go. And is that a prickly pear wine? That is prickly pear wine. Damn it. Consolidate that. There we go. Alright. That's better. Still got enough time to swing a scythe. I really miss a lot of that. We ate a lot of curries in those days, partly because I could throw whatever veg I had harvested that day into a curry and know that the whole family would eat it. And so I was tossing rutabagas and turnips and all sorts of interesting shit into curries. Pacha's cooking sauces. I just can't say enough about Pacha's. Many years ago when I was first trying to learn Indian cooking, I griped to an Indian coworker that roasting and grinding the spices for my biryani had taken most of the time up. Everything else was so much easier and quicker. And he looked at me for a second and said, "Dude, my mother uses Pacha's biryani paste. Go buy a jar of Pacha's." I'm like, okay. As used in actual Desi kitchens. Pacha's biryani paste became a pantry staple for many years. The fact that we don't have a jar right now is actually causing a little bit of friction. We needed to stock back up. Biryani, when you have 3 kids, two of them teenagers, biryani is something that you learn to love. It is easy and cheap to make a stew pot full of biryani. It keeps well. The leftovers will get eaten. Everybody loves it. And so I was doing a pot of biryani at least once a month, sometimes a couple times. It's currently on the request list. I haven't done biryani in quite a long time, and middle child who is living with us currently has put it on the request list. We'll have to take care of that. We need to get a jar of Potox. We used our last jar of Potox cooking sauces just the other day, and we need to stock up. There we go. That'll get me some Mondo hay come tomorrow. Alright, burnt out my stamina, which is fine. I'm good with that. I've converted the stamina into useful stuff. Okay, I need cabbages. Minimum 2, 3, grab, go. I need milk, but I don't have. I've only got 3. And biryani is such an easy thing to make. No, I just need I need to go on and get that done. It's something that would be welcomed. I also need to rethink my pasta fagioli recipe. I need to change how I'm doing it because I can't. The recipe was originally designed for the Instant Pot, and our Instant Pot died. Now, you know, trendy appliances, they don't always last very long. Eric has the right idea here, I think, and it is, yeah. 44:34 for our last day of the session here. Go roll forward, and we will start next week with the Carnival Festival. Because it is the top of the hour. And another session of Roots of Pacha has gone by. Thank you so very much for being here. I appreciate it. I'm part of a group of streamers, the truck community, and our schedule is in the upper left. You will find a variety of things going on during the week. If you have enjoyed tonight, you can find my previous VODs, except for last week, because YouTube and their algorithm developers are a bag of dicks. You can find my previous VODs on YouTube for the most part. All these episodes of Roots of Pacha, Wandering Village, Mask of the Rose, and so much Minecraft. Oh lordy, so much Minecraft, which brings us to the next point. I will be back next week, 8:30 p.m., same bat time, same bat channel, with more Roots of Pacha and more Eurovision music that probably isn't going to make the finals. We'll see how it goes. There's so much good stuff in there that deserves attention. So I'll be back with more Roots of Pacha. Again, we're continuing on with this campaign until the Iron Age new Iron Age content comes out in the spring. We'll see how that goes. I will also be back on Saturday morning, UTC minus 8 a.m. UTC minus 6, with Minecraft Trains and Tech. I've been working through the Greg Tech mod series, and Greg Tech is a thing. Greg Tech is a very large thing. And I am working through my very first time with Greg Tech. I am up, I've been working on it for 7 weeks. Next week, this coming Saturday, will be episode 8, and it's quite probable that I will have achieved extreme voltage by that point. Working my way up the tiers. So thank you for being here, and hope to see you for one of those upcoming streams. Until then, safe journeys.